Well, hey, mamas. Hello, hello. Welcome to a new video all about New Year's resolutions. Now, this is just going to be a one-time video because I want us to focus on goals this week. I really want to dive into why goals are so important to you and especially your teen at the start of a new semester. So, let's just get it out of the way. Let's just talk about it. Do you have a New Year's resolution or maybe a word of the year you'd like to share down below? My word of the year for 2024 is purposeful, and I'm going to talk about how those goals and how that word of the year can really go hand in hand. Now, if you don't know, maybe you're not on my email list or maybe you're not part of my Facebook group, I am hosting a workshop for teens next week called Creating and Achieving Goals, and I would love to have your teen there. There's a link in the description to snag a ticket. So we'll talk about that more at the end of the video. Hopefully you've shared your word of the year. Hopefully you've shared your resolution. And now let's talk about why goals are better than resolutions. So it's pretty simple. Okay. It is literally comes down to what's going to happen. Like which one is more likely? Is a resolution going to happen or is a goal? Well, a resolution pretty much says, hey, it's the beginning of the year. It's literally January 1. And by the end of this year, by the end of 2024, I will have accomplished whatever. Okay. That is a whole lot of days, a whole lot of months to make that goal happen. So the question becomes, if that's the plan, it's this day, and by this day, I'm going to do this thing. Is it actually going to happen? How do you know what to do when? What's going to give you that motivation to do it this month instead of waiting till October to do it? Or instead of going, oh, it's December and I said I want to do this thing, but I haven't even taken the first step. I got to tell you, the research about New Year's resolutions, it's not pretty. Okay. A quick Google search for myself, I found out that 90% of New Year's resolutions are literally like dumped, like put on the wayside within months. I don't think I saw an actual number of months, but there is so much research out there about how many people, how many days, months, and how often they say, nope, resolution didn't happen. Nope, didn't even worry about it. Nope, stopped even thinking about it. So I want your teens to have goals. And mamas, same thing for you. Those New Year's resolutions are not the answer to getting stuff done, to making dreams happen. We want to have a goal, not a New Year's resolution. So why is this so important? And how do we even make this happen? Like, where do we start? Well, I hope you've got the answer for why it's important. Okay. We have a New Year's resolution for a reason, but the question is, if that's not going to work, we got to turn it into a goal, or maybe even just totally scrap the resolution and figure out, okay, what's the thing I'm really after? What's that specific thing? But hold on for a second, because if you're here on Facebook or on YouTube, I want to say thank you so much for watching live. I do also want to encourage you to subscribe and or follow, because there are over 800 videos here waiting for you. And I, Jessyka Coulter, the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring, really want to help you, really want to help your teens learn how to learn. I want your teens to make this the year that they learn study skills. And if that's what you want for your teens too, then definitely be sure to come back tomorrow for another video. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel and my Facebook business page. All right. Now, when we're coming up with goals, we have to really think about why. All right. We really have to go, is this something I want? Is this something someone's telling me I need to have? Because we are in a new year. I want you to not kind of get sad or depressed or worried or anxious about 2023. Don't focus on, oh no, I didn't do all these things. We instead want to focus on what you did do. So that way, okay, I have more confidence. I know I'm capable of doing such and such thing. Or because I did this, now I know I can do this other thing. Okay. Because goals give us motivation. So whenever I hear mama tell me, hey, my kid's not doing his homework, hey, she's not doing well in this class, the question is your child motivated? And if your child is, what's causing the motivation? Because 9 times out of 10 in my experience, teens that don't have a goal, which is pretty much all of them, or way too high percentage in my opinion, they don't have a goal, which means they don't have motivation. Okay. Now, we talked about New Year's resolutions kind of being too open, right? Basically, say it in January, oh, by the way, you're going to have this thing accomplished somehow, some way by December. Well, with a goal, we can chunk it out. Okay. We can decide, in January, I'm doing this. In February, I'm doing this. We can even go so far as, hey, by the end of the second week of January, or like a date that you choose in January, I will have done this. Okay. It's so much more practical if we're able to go, okay, in 2 weeks, I'll have done this, or by this point in this month, I've done it. Then just kind of, sometime this year, I'll do it. Okay. Because the thing is, if we kind of catch ourselves at the end of January not doing the thing that's going to lead to that goal that we want to get done, and it's not done by the end of January, well, that stinks. That's not what we want to have happen. But we now know, okay, I'm behind now. So, okay, what do I need to do differently the first week of February? Whereas if we just wait until sometime this year, well, that sometime this year could easily turn into sometime in the next 2 years. Okay. The other thing I would tell you is that accountability partners can be amazing. All right. I definitely tell teens when I teach them study skills through my Love to Learn program how important it is to have an accountability partner. That might be you, mamas. That might be their best friend. Could be a sibling. There are lots and lots of choices. The idea here, and the research again supports this, is that when we have someone to check in with, we have someone to say, hey, did you do that thing you said you were going to? Or, oh, how is such and such thing going? Well, we are literally like 90% more likely to do that thing to make that goal happen, as long as someone checks in with us, as long as we kind of declare it and we kind of have to face the music. If the other person's like, wait a minute, I thought you were going to do this, and we don't want to show up in that meeting, or we don't want to send that text of, oh, I didn't do that thing I said I was going to do. Okay. And like I said, mamas, maybe you're the right accountability partner for your child. Maybe not. Just depends on your relationship and, whether what you want and what your teens want. Okay. So do know goals are better than resolutions. And we've only covered like a very small part, a very top level of what goal creation's all about. So definitely, if you want your teens to pick a goal, you want your teens to have a goal for this semester, let alone all of 2024, and really know how to make it happen, what steps to follow, how to create one, and actually create those like short-term goals, get those little deadlines, little mini stepping stones to making the goal happen, go to that link in the description, check out the Creating and Achieving workshop, because it is only available to 10 teens. And I've already sold, I think last time I knew, at least 4 tickets. So spaces are filling up. It is a live 3-day workshop. So if you want your teen to work with other teens in a small group setting, aka part of that accountability, then you're going to want to check that out sooner rather than later. Get your teen signed up for that workshop. So thank you so much for being here, mamas. Have an awesome night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, mamas.